welcome. Thank you for coming back for another episode of the Aussie Lawn. I'm Brenton, and in today's episode we're going to have a look at how this green has come back since we did the renovation. Now you may remember that it was actually 10 days ago today that we did the deep scarify. We got rained on, we got flooded, but we got the job done. Now as you can see, 10 days on and we've got a lot of growth. It's very wispy at the moment. So what we'll do today is we'll get the Toro Greensmaster on here. We'll run over it a couple of times. And what that's going to do is it's just going to cut away those wispy bits. It's going to encourage a bit more shoot density. But what we'll do is I'll grab that camera. We'll have a closer look at see how things are going down here on the ground. Okay, so first up, what we'll do is we'll have a look at these. This would be the slowest area to recover. It is closer to the house. But when we look down nice and close, the grass is starting to come through. As mentioned before, move that finger out of the way. People don't like that. Very wispy, but we're only 10 days in. But when you look at it more that angle, you get an idea of how much green there actually is coming back. So we'll wander across and we'll just have a little look at one of the stronger areas. So as you can see, it's well and truly ready for a cut. I would say that most of this growth has only come about in the last couple of days. We've had more sort of damp, humid conditions here, which is a little unusual for this part of the world. We don't get a lot of humidity that the coastal people get. We're inland quite a bit, but it's really helped this kick on quite well. So certainly blessed in that regard, because I haven't actually had to use any water apart from the initial fertilizer, that short little burst of water. Other than that, nature's just taken its course. You'll see that the dynamic lifter pellets, there's still a couple around, but they're pretty soft. So we'll mow today without the catcher, just so any of the stuff that we do pick up will sort of get returned to the ground. But I'm fairly confident that at the 4 mils, we won't be. The roller should break a lot of that up. So we'll hit this now with the mower. I reckon we might see a little bit of stripe too, just because of this new soft growth. With nothing outstanding, but we'll see how we go. Okay guys, look, as you saw, that's now cut. We've done the double cut. A good little tip, you probably noticed that I'm always cutting different directions. So when we did the first initial cut before we scarified, I went straight up and down the green. So from the house to the back paddock. Then today I've gone left, right, and then right, left. What we're doing there is, if you keep mowing, especially with the cylinder mower, if you keep mowing the same direction every single time, you're going to train the grass to grow that way. So you're going to get a grain. Now, if you want stripes and you want really good stripes, you want stripes all the time, especially with the couch lawn, that's probably your best bet. But you may run into problems later on with your thatch build up. And if you just so happen to get your lines off center, basically by cutting different directions each time you mow, work your way around, what we call work around the clock. So up and down, across, left and right, right and left. You're going to get that grass to grow as neutrally as possible. Your stripes are not going to be as visible, but it's going to give you a more truer height of cut. It's going to give you a nicer playing surface. Also, see, if you're putting on a green, you don't want a grain because there's going to be a really slow part of the green and a quicker part of the green. Where you're cutting different directions all the time, then what's happening is the grass is less likely to lay and grow in a certain direction because every time you mow, you're mowing a different direction. We did manage to get a couple of stripes in what was left. I actually thought it might have striped a little bit more, but once I did that first run, I quickly realized that, it's not going to do a great deal in the way of striping. That was 4 millimeters. Might even consider, we did talk about in the last video that that's where it's going to stay. I may go down to 3.5 once I'm confident that fertilizer's all sort of pushed into the ground or sort of, the granules are broken down is what I'm trying to say. May get into 3.5, but yeah, we'll keep on this. We'll just continue now the regular mowing every couple of days, and it'll just start to get greener, and before long, we'll be back putting on this surface. Anyway, guys, it's only a short one today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Try to improve these videos a little bit more each time I do them. Confidence with the camera is still a little shaky, but bit better than the first time round. Anyway, guys, look, I'm out of here. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you another day. Bye.